Hey, it's Mikey Mike. Hey, we are overlanding in the Palisade. That's right, there she is. We are at the King of the Hammers 2023, and it was a lot of fun. I got my buddy Gavin here with his dogs and his friend, and we are, he's got his Jeep, and I got the Palisade, and we're going to go mobbing down through some sand washes and just have some fun. It was great. We were I'm running stock tires. I was aired down to about 23 PSI. And that worked out really well for the whole day. Wasn't too low and made it through the sand no problem. So we're just running all-wheel drive, and I think I might have put it in locker mode just a couple of times. But other than that, just all-wheel drive, going through the sand, handling it really well. We got the 2.5-inch Truxxx lift, which actually Gavin helped me install, which was awesome. And we're running stock tires. Hopefully I can pick up some Nomad grapplers here pretty soon. As soon as my stock tires wear out. Hey Nitto, if you're out there, hook me up. Anyway, we're mobbing through the sand here, and we're gonna just cruise around the whole King of the Hammers race course area and watch some of the rock crawling and desert racing. And my nephew's racing, and I got to see my cousin and my aunt out there this weekend, which was a lot of fun. But just doing a little overlanding at the same time, just kind of cruising around, checking the hammers out, checking some spots out. It's about a 2-hour drive from my house in Lancaster to Johnson Valley in California, where we race the King of the Hammers every year. And Palisade's doing really good in the sand, and little whoops there. You can see the Jeep kind of bouncing up and down back there. And we were going through some fun stuff. And here's a nice little sandy wash here. Didn't slip, didn't get stuck one time, which was awesome. My brother was going to bring his Jeep. I got my brother with me, and his Jeep had a problem with the head gasket or something like that. So fortunately we found it right before we left, so he just decided to be the navigator, and he got me around the whole King of the Hammers. He was using his Onyx off-road app, and that thing was awesome. It was offline mode. Even though we have a WeBoost system, we had great signal, but they didn't have any internet out there. So, yeah, I had full bars the whole day, but yeah, it was just no internet. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun. I was surprised in some of the areas that went up. I think it was Chocolate Thunder. We'll show you that a little bit later in the video. Made up probably about halfway up Chocolate Thunder Hill, where the spectators park, all their Jeeps and Tacomas and all that fun stuff, and I'm mobbing up there in the Palisade. And yeah, awesome. Didn't bottom out once, didn't hit any rocks, craziness, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. Just kind of getting to know the limits of the Palisade and what it can do. And that's going to definitely be a lot better when I get the little bit taller tires and give me a little bit more suspension or a little more clearance and a little more tire height. So I'll be able to air down and still have good tire height. So literally running the stock 50 series tires still, and these are all seasons, but and when you're aired down, it definitely helps out a lot, because I've tried to do some sand when I wasn't aired down, and that was a little tricky. So keeping an eye on Gavin and the Jeep behind me. I got a GoPro Hero 11 mounted on the hood, and a GoPro 4 Silver on the back. Just kind of get a front and rear view. I should have stuck one on Gavin's Jeep. I forgot. I had an extra one too, but I just completely forgot. Next time I'll do that. I usually put one on my brother's Jeep, and I just follow him, and he checks. I just watched the camera from the back, so it was pretty cool. Yeah, there's a bunch of sand rails and side-by-sides and Jeeps everywhere, and motorhomes and campers. And once we get out of the sand wash here, you'll see kind of the hammer area. Yeah, it was pretty dry, very fine dust. So when I got home, I made sure I cleaned my air cleaner out, and it didn't look too bad actually. And I waxed my car right before I left, so the dust wouldn't stick very easy, and it actually did really good. By the time I got home, just a thin layer of dust on my car. So just checking out some overlanding adventures, myoverlandingadventures.com, mypalisadeadventures.com. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You can check us out on Instagram at mypalisadeadventures. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. All kinds of fun videos here, from overlanding to kite surfing to DJ stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So this is kind of the outer area where Hammertown starts. Kind of the camping area, and the wash is right there at the bottom. So one of my cousins last year showed us where that was, and it was a lot of fun to go mobbing around there just right before the race starts, and where it gets a little too crazy and dusty. And this year they have a bar off to the side at Hammertown, and then they also have a BP race fuel gas station, which was kind of cool. So they needed gas. And it was packed. People are mobbing off the side, you know, with their Razors and their side-by-side and their Jeeps. And I just opted to take the wetted road down here. And we're going to get into Hammertown here. I don't think I shot any footage of Hammertown, but this is where we parked and went and checked out some of the races on the big screen and some of the vendors. Gavin's watering down the dogs there, and we checked out Hammertown. Now it's time to go over to buy Chocolate Thunder, I think, or actually we were going by Backdoor, but they weren't racing Backdoor this time, so we just kind of took a look at that. So no one I can make it up there, and now we're going from Backdoor all the way over to Chocolate Thunder, across the desert. Gavin's flying around with his Jeep. The Palisade is not a Jeep, it is just kind of a capable overland vehicle. I couldn't be doing 30 miles an hour in this thing with stock suspension and stuff, so Gavin just flies by me like it's nothing. He's going to take the high road and mob by me here. He was having some fun. Bouncing dogs around in the back, that's for sure. So we're going all the way over to that next dusty area over there. That's the Chocolate Thunder. And you can see the dirt everywhere, just dirt trails, dust. And it gets a little bit dusty a little bit later, especially when there's no wind. Yeah, Palisade is pretty much stock except for the 2.5-inch Truxxx lift kit, and once again we're going to try to get those new tires here pretty soon. So we're making a Chocolate Thunder, and you can see how steep the side hill is there. We're going to go up that a little bit later. We're just going to stop and check out the race course and watch some guys mobbing up that big rock hill there. Those guys going to rock crawl, and just, it's insane what they can do at King of the Hammers. I gotta slow down and watch for traffic because there's people going all different directions, that's for sure. Motorcycles, Jeeps, and just guys just mobbing around. So we're straight up there is where the rock crawling goes. Everybody's in their 4x4s. And there was a couple of standard SUVs out there, not very many. I think I saw a Land Rover and one other one I can think of. So straight up in that rocky area there is where they do their crawling. So we're gonna go check out another spot. I don't know what this spot's called. It's where I think I saw my cousin over here. He's waiting for some traffic to go by, the herd of people, and then he's gonna follow them. So here we go. Once again, my brother Chris, he's navigating with the off-road GPS software. And he was pinpointing all the cool spots. They had a cool layout of the track on the Onyx off-road. And it worked out great. So just cruising up dirt hills here. Wasn't too terribly difficult. Just kind of watch out for some sharp rocks so I didn't get the tire pinched. I've never been over here before, so it's a little tricky. I didn't want to fly off a cliff somewhere. I've got to back up, but we managed pretty good. But all the Jeeps and buggies are all lined up, ready to go mobbing. So funny. So it's a cool little sandy wash downhill here. And it was pretty sandy. You can see the buggies going by, and there's Gavin from behind, and this little sandy downhill. Gonna make down the transition here. A little off-camber downhill here with a lot of sand, and then quickly right up back to the other side of the wash there. So Gavin see how he's kind of off-camber there. Now I'm mobbing up the other side of the wash. Yeah, Palisade made it no problem at all. What a fun day at the King of the Hammers. So once again, waiting for traffic to go by, and then looking for the next spot. Found at the next spot. I'm not sure what this is called. Might be. I don't know if this is Turkey. No, Turkey Claw was on the other side. We went there a little bit later. And then I tracked down my cousin over here. He's standing on top of his Jeep with his yellow hat. Genrite off-road team there. He's the one of the owners and president of the company. They make great Jeep parts. You got to check them out. He's waiting for his son to come cruising by. So once again, there's a lot of traffic everywhere. You just have to be careful. And I'm going to opt to go across this road and go up this little hill over here. And then go back over to Chocolate Thunder. And it's a bit sandy, that's for sure. Well, it wasn't too bad at the top. So you can see that little hill off to the right there. That's Chocolate Thunder spectator area, and I'm gonna go try to cruise up that thing. Here we go. And it started looking like the surface of the moon way up top, so I decided to take a shortcut and come back down. But it's good to know that I can go up there and watch if I need to. The steepness of this hill is a little deceiving on the video. There's a little back cam perspective. Bobbing up there. Yeah, just taking it slow and easy. Yeah, I didn't want to break anything, that's for sure. We're getting up here right to the turnaround spot. Might be able to tell the angle when you kind of see the perspective from across the desert there. See how steep that is. And yeah, look across there, and those you see the mountains in the back, and everything's kind of flat back there, and we're up at kind of a steep little angle here. And it's rocky, and I'm trying to get through these boulder things here. Made it right through all these little rocks, and yeah, it was fun. And maybe get back down the hill. That's the back camera perspective. Now we're going to head all the way across to this other mountainside, back by the, what is that called? So we mobbed across the desert all the way to the other side, and now we are trying to take the shortcut path, and now we're going to head out back and take off for the day, and we decided to go back down the Sandwash again because it was a lot of fun. This time we took the upper road. There's a lot of little whoopie-doos there, and a few little rocks, not too bad, but there was a lot of thick sand as well. A great day off-roading, a little overlanding action. Nothing too crazy for us, but you know, we're only in a Palisade. It's definitely not a Jeep. And yeah, I want to thank my buddy Gavin. Yeah, he was cool coming down, doing a little off-roading with us, and brought his dogs. Those dogs are awesome. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, and yeah, it's Johnson Valley is a really cool place to just kind of mob around, and if you have a Palisade, you could probably do it stock. Just make sure you air down a little bit, and you won't get stuck in the sand if it's all-wheel drive. You can see these sand washes here; they're pretty thick, and we manage no problem. I do have recovery boards on the top, and I have my off-road solar shower up top, and I have my toolie box and an awning, and then we also have the cell booster up there. My Weeboo cell booster. Man, I had great coverage all the way across the valley. total bar, stuck those bars right in. There was just no internet available. So these guys, we had to take the high road here because they were making a little jump for their buggies or something. I don't know what they're doing on the side there. So kind of off the beaten path and then right back on the road. So it's Mikey Mike. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. We're going to pull over here and air down, take a quick look at the car, make sure everything looks good. So I'm using a little Makita air compressor. I think I want to get another one so I can do 2 at a time. And I bought these little air down tools that I just screw on the valve stems, and that was super fast and super easy. So not too bad, but not too dusty. And there's a little Makita. Like I said, we're down to about 24 PSI. Now we're pumping back up to 39. My brother hanging out. Some just random car just sitting outside the road. There's the solar shower and the toolie box and the awning. So, all right, man. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.